So we have an old generator here. There's generator issues, the generator's toast. This is an older style generator. I've been kind of going through cleaning up shop and stuff. The engine works, but I was going to recycle this. So what I've decided to do as a display of what happens when you have an engine running on no oil, and we're going to see kind of how long it runs and stuff, just to kind of show, you know, what happens. So overall, let's go ahead and show you that this generator currently has oil in it. So wipe it off, check. So we're good on oil. And then we're going to go ahead and fire it up to show that it works. Go ahead. All right, so we show that the generator does work and everything. So let's go ahead and drain of its oil. Thank you. So we'll go ahead and drain this. It'll take a little bit. So it probably would have helped if I ran this a little longer so the oil got warmed up so I can drain it out, siphon it out a little quicker. This is how I usually change the oil on most things. It's usually the quickest and cleanest way. There's another way you can do it. There's this drain plug right over here. You can pull that and you can drain it out, but it just makes a big mess. I mean, you could put something under there to help kind of pull it over. It just makes a huge mess though. So this is why I prefer this method. Usually I start draining the oil and start, you know, working on the other things that are needed in the meantime. So we're going ahead and let this continue. So now, several things that could happen. Most common thing that we see is the piston rod snaps. So, and usually at the crank, because usually it's a splash style system and it dries up pretty quick there, and then it just snaps that rod and then you get a big clank. That can result in a big blowout of the side of the casing, anywhere along those lines, usually along here or even on the other side. So it's hard to say what's going to happen exactly. It could be very anticlimactic. So you may not see anything. It might just slow down and then lock up, or it will all of a sudden just lock up type of thing. So we'll find out. These Honda engines are great engines, much better than a lot of this other stuff out there. So it's kind of a shame to do this to this engine, but the output shafts are usually tapered on these, so they're really for generators or press-on type of things. Looks like we're just about empty. You can see. Yep. All right. Okay, so we drained this of all oil, and just to show that, nothing. I'll even screw it down. Nothing on the dipstick at all. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put this back on. We're gonna set this outside because if something was to happen, I don't want anything flying in my shop. If worst case, you know, part of the casing blows out or something. So we're gonna set it just outside here in the driveway, and then we're also gonna set up another camera. So we moved the generator out here. It is drained of oil and stuff. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and start it up, and we'll see how long it lasts. I just had him attempt to try to start it, and I forgot this thing actually has a low oil sensor. And how you can tell is if you come over here, here is your low oil sensor right here. And so this goes up to your ignition coil, and so this will actually, if grounded out, will not provide spark to the engine. So I just disconnected this, and this goes into the ignition switch along with the low oil sensor, and so we just bypass that. Now there's no kill switch hooked up. If this touches ground, if I touch the metal part there to ground, it'll stop spark. So we're gonna go ahead and try this again. 4 minutes. No oil. No oil in this thing. How much longer can it go? I think this is it. Oh, here she goes.
I'm backing up.
186 minutes to this point. Wow, I didn't. It's gonna go. Now she's smoking. Oh yeah. Oh, there it goes. She locked up. She finally locked up.
Finally, after forever.
That is nuts. 188 minutes. And she finally locked up. Very anticlimactic, I can tell you that, which I expected.
I don't see anything locked up or anything.
But
going.
yeah, she's locked up.
Oh wait. There's cracks down here. Oh wait, there's cracks.
Yeah, I think that is new.
I didn't see that before. Finally.
So, and then yeah, try pulling the engine over.
Nothing.
Yeah, she's locked up. Wow, 188 minutes. That is nuts. Wow. Good for you, Honda. That is nuts. I would have never guessed. Now you take any of these Chinese generators, I guarantee you none of them would have lasted that long. None of them. Man, 188 minutes of no oil. That's just mind-blowing. But anyway, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe, and on to the next one.